Last week we saw the third major swell in 3 weeks, and it looked like this week we would see another major swell with another big storm coming up the coast. But instead, it went so far south, this storm brought snow to Georgia and Florida, and some snow here to Massachusetts and eastern New England. But overall, the flow is from the west. Just a couple of days ago, it didn't even look like it was going to snow today. So Mother Nature is really pulling off a lot of tricks this winter. The next trick is that you've heard about the record warmth from Alaska to California. That's due to a west coast ridge. West coast ridge means warm air, and then east coast trough is the cold air and the stormy. Well, we've had huge storms in the North Pacific. You probably heard about the Eddie Ikea being postponed in Hawaii because it was too extreme, and then Mavericks was held last week. Those North Pacific storms are what pushed all the warmth into western North America. But now the Pacific storms are going to plow through the ridge. It's going to snow in the Sierra Nevada, or it is snowing in the Sierra Nevada, and we still have Arctic cold. So now we're raising the stakes. We have storms coming in much farther south in the Pacific Ocean, and we still have the cold. So that means when these systems arrive on the East Coast, we're going to see a new series of storms developing, and the blizzard is still possible. Talked about that last week for this week. We've had a couple already, and we'll probably have another one. It's a real volatile weather pattern with the cold and the Pacific energy coming across. Looks like the next big storm comes in here between February 5 and 7. Until then, there's a sort of a west wind. There's going to be a little system coming across central New England over the weekend with some snow finally from Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, where it really hasn't snowed that much this season. There's been more snow from Cape Cod to Pennsylvania, but the surf is kind of quiet. I can just barely hear about a 10-inch swell right now. Storms are pretty far offshore, and they're not generating a big low-pressure system, so it's quiet on the surf department. But it's getting active in the ski department, so let's go skiing and then come back to surfing in a week or two, and we're probably done with that real serious Arctic air. So we've reached the climatological low point of winter. Temperatures are going to start to climb, and the storms are going to keep on coming. Looking good and fun. We'll see you at the shore and in the slopes.